I'm Johnny, just some bald guy. This week, somebody said to me, "You love nature, despite what it's done to you." And I thought, yeah, fair enough, fair comment. And then I thought, is nature all it's cracked up to be? Yes, and yes. The thing is, to love nature, you have to get close to nature. Really close. Now that's what I call getting close to nature. Intimate, unfiltered, slightly damp, and also really smelly. So, there you have it. Barnyard surround sound at its finest and loudest. Now, Duck! A female mallard there. You can tell it's a female mallard because that's what female mallards look like. He's a male mallard. And in spring, those males choose a good nesting spot, admire the eggs, and then exit stage left to join the other male mallards. Meanwhile, the female is left to herd the ducklings like tiny squeaky popcorn across the water. This is unlike Canada geese, who do a full security detail. Mum and Dad guard their fluffy little goslings like tiny, honking, squeaking VIPs. Lovely Canada goose family there, with 8 goslings. Yep, 8. I've counted them. I've named them. I have favourites. I am concerned for their future. I think one of them might be going through something. I need a holiday. See you at the seaside. Ah, finally. On holiday. The fantastical shaped clouds set against the big blue sky. The shimmering sea gently rolling and lapping against the shoreline. Onto the beach, a mixture of sand, stone and sewage outlet pipe, where moments earlier I enjoyed a bracing swim and... oh. Now, when people come back from holiday, they usually do one thing: show you lots of photos. The sea, more sea, the same sea, but slightly to the left. Now, I could do that, but don't worry, I'm not going to. I'm going to show you something completely different. I'm going to show you some drawings. Yep, some drawings that I made of the birds that I saw on holiday, complete with their wonderful birdsong. But let me just make clear, I am not a professional artist. I'm not even an amateur artist. I once lost a fight with a pencil sharpener. So, with that in mind, let's take a look at the first bird. It's what birders call an LBJ, a little brown job. Now, I know that sounds like a plumbing emergency, but it's not. It means that the bird wears really plain clothes. Brown. Very brown. Like going to a party dressed all in beige. So, not much to look at really. But when this bird opens its beak and sings, all glorious singing, beautiful, effortless birdsong, which, as we've already established, is doing all of the heavy lifting compared to my drawings. But what if you can't sing? What if you're like Steve here? Steve is a swan. More specifically, a mute swan. But despite the name, mute swans aren't completely silent. They hiss a bit, they grunt occasionally, but when it comes to romantic birdsong, not there, I'm afraid. Which, when it comes to dating, can be a bit tricky. So, what does Steve do? I'll tell you what he does. He joins a dating agency online and puts himself out there. Here's his dating profile. Good luck to Steve there, and we'll be checking in on him later to see if romance has blossomed. In the meantime, you join us here in the plant room. Why do we call it the plant room? Well, it's a room with a plant in. This plant. And this plant prefers warmer temperatures. That's why it's here. And believe me, it is warm in here. Unbearably warm. So much so that our producer has taken to wearing a grotty old pair of budgie smugglers. Honestly, I'll never look at sausage rolls the same way again. Anyway, the plant. This plant here is what's known as a... I'm not going to tell you. Why? Because the plant here is going to tell you itself. Don't worry, I don't need another holiday. I haven't started talking to houseplants. What we've done, by the wonders of modern technology, is connect this plant up to an AI thingy, to give it its technical term. And using this, what we in the trade call a phone, a smartphone, we're going to make this plant talk. In fact, I am going to conduct an interview with a plant. Okay, right, let me just get this started. Okay, fingers crossed. I'm sure it'll go fine. What could possibly go wrong? Okay. Okay, so hello there, little plant thing. My name is Johnny. Perhaps you could tell us who you are.
Hello, Jimmy. I am a novelty succulent, but I prefer to be called William.
Okay, that's great. Perhaps oh, and by the way, my name is Johnny, not Jimmy. Johnny. Okay, yeah. Perhaps you could tell us a little more.
Of course, Jimmy. I am a low-maintenance plant. I require very little water, plenty of bright light, and occasional gentle handling. I particularly enjoy sitting in bright green novelty pots with comedy eyes. People like looking at me, and frankly, I can see why. My leaves give me the appearance of having a fashionable spiky hairstyle from the late 1980s, which I believe was the last time you had hair. What happened to it? Did you leave it on a bus? That dome's so polished, I can check my leaves out in it. I thought the sun came out. Turns out it was just you. Baldy, slaphead, chrome dome. And with that beard, it looks like you've got your head on upside down. 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 You've got your head on. Your head on. Your head on upside down. Clap your hands. You've got your head on upside down. You've got your head on upside
All right.
down. You've got your
Cut.
head on
Can we just...
upside
Hold on.
down. You've got your head on.
Well, okay. I think we can agree that the artificial intelligence has a few issues we need to work through. Not quite working properly at the moment. I'll just put it down there, out of sight. Oh, and just to say, for the record, I'm not bothered by that. It's absolutely fine. People say a lot of things about beards, but the fact is, if I didn't have a beard, I wouldn't be able to do this. Roll the footage. Well, the plant may think I've got my head on upside down, but at least mine isn't planted in compost. What's that? Got no smart reply? That's because we've disconnected you and you can't say anything. So,
Egghead.
okay, now I think will be a good time to cut to a wallaby who's having an existential crisis. I think I know how he feels. I understand a crowdfunder has been set up to pay for counselling costs. Existential dread is not cheap, you know. Well, you join us here not in the plant room. Similar temperatures, but the plant is not here, which is great. Okay, we're going to take a look at the wildlife cams where you can see all the action as it unfolds. And I'm just being told we are going to the central garden cam where there are 2 foxes. Well, that was unexpectedly wholesome. Just a quick bit of sibling affection there. Either that or a very polite check for snacks. Okay, we move on, and you may have noticed a bit of a wardrobe change. I've taken my cardi off. Now, that's nothing to do with the rising room temperature. Everything is fine, just normal, as it was, as you were. Keep going. Stop rambling. Okay, I'm going to stop rambling because I believe we're going to go to the goose cam. Yep, where we have an emperor goose standing by. Yes, good strong opinions there. The call is loud, insistent, difficult to ignore, much like the rising heat. Both will continue. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, so we are now going to a robin in a bird bath. Oh, that sounds nice, doesn't it? Oh, that's nice. That's what I'd like to be doing right now. Standing in a bowl of water, having a nice, quiet, dignified crisis. Oh, we're going to the camel cam. Camel cam! Cam cam! Camel cam! Cam cam! So camels can actually allow their temperatures to fluctuate so they can avoid sweating, which is very efficient, but at this point is frankly showing off. Okay, we're going back to the goose cam where there's a really laid back character, a Hawaiian goose. Excuse me. Do you know, they nearly became extinct. They were down to 30 birds at one point. Being laid back and approachable didn't quite work for them. Oh, I didn't know we had the snail cam, which on the snail cam, you've guessed it, there's a snail. Sorry, snail. It's not you, it's me. Snails, though, fascinating. They've got thousands of microscopic teeth, all moving faster than I am. So there you go. It's worth the wait.
You're going to French now.
Swear?
French come.
Fence cam?
Yeah.
We're going to fence cam? We're going to fence cam. Is that on our fence, or did you just put it someone else's fence?
Someone else's.
Okay, and on that fence is a blue tit. Ah, blue tits. Blue tits are known for adapting quickly to new situations and solving problems, like opening milk bottles. Just a shame they can't sort out the aircon here. Okay, where are we going now? Where? Oh, we're going to the bushes cam, where we have a bearded tit. Was that your idea?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, man.
My producer. Ex-producer. You're sacked. Sacked. And stop pointing at me. Right, well, I'm going to go and stand in a fridge. Roll sheep facts before I evaporate. Sorry about that. I must have slipped into some sort of heat-induced hibernation. Anyway, everything is fine now. The air conditioning is on. I've changed. And we are ready to roll. I've got my new producer, Kev. We've only just met. And just to check, Kev, have you any wildlife producing experience?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Camera work?
Nope.
Sound?
Nope.
Editing?
Nope.
Kev, have you any relevant experience?
I once owned a pair of headphones.
You once owned a pair of headphones?
Yep.
Close enough. So, what have we got coming up in the show? What have we got coming up in the show, Kev? Thank you. Right. Okay, great. So, did you make this yourself, or did you mug a clown?
I'm a clown.
You are a clown.
Yep.
That's what you do for a job.
Yep.
Great. Wonder if that camel is still available.
What?
No, nothing, that's fine. Anyway, I remember now. Earlier on, we were following Steve, a swan, alone, looking for love. He joined a dating agency. Let's see what happened. Beautiful. Love, connection, new life, as Depeche Mode almost once sang. Almost. Steve went to a dating agency and did better than most actual human people. At the start, I said to love nature, you have to get close to nature, which is true, but what I didn't realise is that if you get too close to nature, you end up employing a balloon-making clown to be your producer. But I suppose that's part of it. To get close to nature, you have to learn to love nature. All of it, even the weird bits. The farting horse, the kissing cow, the talking slightly judgmental plant, and even Kev here.
You.
Kev and all his animal balloons. No more Kev. He's still making them. Well, thank you for watching. I have been Johnny, just some bald guy.